Homestead update. It's been a little while since the last video. Apologize for that. So this video will be a little bit of a recap, and we'll show you kind of what's been going on and what we've been working on. We got the chicken tractor back out. It was finally time to get the chicks out of the basement. They stunk like crazy and we just didn't want them down there anymore. So today, Jackie and I pulled them out of the basement and we brought them outside into the chicken tractor. It's not supposed to get below freezing in the foreseeable forecast, so they should be pretty fine. If it gets really cold, we'll probably end up throwing the heat lamp in there somehow, but I think they'll be pretty good. They're, at this point, pretty much feathered out. For anyone who's not familiar with this chicken tractor, it's the $30 chicken tractor from Al over at Lumnah Acres. Put a link to the video where he teaches you how to do that in the description down below, or also up here in the corner. This thing's great. It's made of fence pickets and 2x2 balusters. There's a few tweaks that he teaches how to do to make it a little bit more user-friendly. We didn't do that. It's pretty bare bones, and it's been working great for us so far. You can probably also see that we finally have poultry netting up. A while back, Callie attacked Orpy, and we've been looking for just a way to keep the dogs out of the chicken area. Since then, we went with the Premier One poultry netting. I think this is the enhanced model. It comes in yellow. We haven't electrified it yet. The dogs are kind of trained to it at this point already, not to go near it, but we will be electrifying it once we get the pig enclosure electrified. Which leads me to the next update on the farm. Here we have the pig enclosure. 4 sides of hog panel awesomeness. So back on Sunday, I worked on putting this in. I shot some video from that day, which I'll splice in here. It wasn't really enough to create a whole video on its own, so I just kind of held it off. This is going to get 1 strand of electric wire run around the inside, probably about 6 or 7 inches off the ground. That's going to train the hogs to the electric fence, so they won't want to go near it. And then their pasture land is going to be all these hardwoods that you see. And that'll be closed in with 3 strands of electric wire. Went in pretty well. The ground was still frozen in that spot right there, so I wasn't able to get T-stakes up in that corner. We'll do that again soon. It's probably thawed out by now. So that's pretty much it for an update on the pigs. They're going to be arriving sometime in the next 2 weeks. Would have liked to have had them in there sooner, but the ground stayed frozen for a lot longer than we expected. And it kind of slowed down progress on the construction of the pig pen. One thing we've got going on for the spring that I'm really psyched about is these Nanking cherry plants. Now, I've been looking for affordable Nanking cherry plants for about a year now. They're recommended by a good friend of mine who's an eco-based landscaper. His name's Jamie, great guy. He said he really liked planting these because they were very tolerant of whatever type of soil you wanted to plant them in, and they yielded a whole bunch of fruit. I found them online, but shipping was going to be crazy, or I found them locally and they were full bushes that nurseries wanted a ton of money for. And a lot of the time nurseries didn't even know what I was talking about when I said Nanking cherry. So we walked into Tractor Supply about a week and a half ago and saw these. They were marked at $7.99 each. I think they were like 15% off of that. So it was a great price and we're really excited. Bought 4 of them. We're going to plant them down along the driveway where they'll get good sun. So we'll be able to have a pretty awesome harvest of these every year. Another plant that's been on my list for a while to have, but I haven't been able to really come up at an affordable price, is a fig tree. And in New Hampshire, it takes a special kind of fig to be able to grow up here because we get so cold in the winter. And that special kind of fig is a Chicago hardy fig. I grew up in an Italian family in New Jersey, and we had a fig tree in the backyard. My grandparents had a fig tree in their backyard, and I really missed having fresh figs. You find them in the grocery stores up here once in a while, but super uncommon, and they're usually really expensive. Our winters up here just aren't really conducive to having a decent fig harvest, so finding this at Tractor Supply, again, for $7.99 with the 15% off was pretty great, and we're excited to get this in the ground. I don't know exactly where it's going to go yet, but once I do figure that out, I'll be sure to show you where that's going. One thing about fig trees, if you don't know already, is that they're super easy to propagate by cutting. Jason over at Cog Hill has an awesome video on taking cuttings from your fig trees and propagating them so you have more fig trees. I'll put a link in the description down below or up in the corner here. Go check that video out. If you have a fig tree in your backyard and you want more fig trees, there's no reason to buy more of them. They're super easy to get to root from just a cutting. And we'll be doing that with this once we get it in the ground. Hopefully we'll have 4 or 5 fig trees over the next couple years. Jackie and her mom and Emma are inside coloring eggs for Easter, which is on Sunday. Let's go see them.
Say hi! First time. So cute.
We've got some family coming into town for the Easter holiday, so we may or may not be filming another video this weekend. I want to wish everyone a happy Easter. Hopefully you get to spend some time with your family. Also head over to our Instagram if you haven't already. We've been posting a lot of content over there, and we find it's just a great place to interact with everyone. So check out the Instagram, share this video, and we'd appreciate it a whole bunch. See you later.